Hi, thanks for checking out our channel here. This is going to be a repair video on a Gallagher M1500, old style or new style. Lightning got a hold of this unit on the fence and ground side. I'll show you a little closer look here in a second. But yeah, these Gallaghers are pretty reliable, minus the lightning getting a hold of them. AC side or fence and ground side. Now the bad thing is, I mean, good or bad, whatever you call it, they are repairable. None of the parts are available. But you can see it's all burnt up down the side here. That's your fence and ground, the transformer and fence and ground area. So, you know, the bad thing is you have to change out the whole board on this thing. There's a lot of surface mount stuff on here that could be bad. You know, we don't deal with that, repairing those things. But man, they could just make a separate little board that's separate from this stuff and just tie them together somehow. This maybe save a lot of the lightning problems. I mean, lightning, you know, they can make it like a sacrificial board right here versus a whole entire board together replace. That would probably be a little more costly for them to manufacture. Maybe you have two separate parts for this instead of one big part, but be a little cheaper for the customer. Because these things, the boards aren't cheap. I mean, the units aren't cheap. I mean, they're several $100s for a new one. Good thing is the transformers hardly ever go bad. The boards themselves don't hardly ever go bad either on their own. Usually it's almost always lightning related is where the issues are with these. It's not even really an issue, it's just name of the game. But you know, you can get a lightning diverter for your fence and ground. Not a lightning arrestor, you can put one of those on there, but a lightning diverter is a totally different item than an arrestor. So let's move this transformer out of the way. Oh yeah, all burnt up. It's supposed to be green. Nope. 2018 model. So we'll get a new board, reinstall it, and we can check out the transformer, but they don't hardly ever go bad. Maybe I've replaced one, and that was because something happened on the output side, burned up the terminals there. Brand new circuit board. A lot going on with these boards. This isn't like a it's definitely not a Parmac, and definitely not a Power Wizard or a small Power Wizard unit, or a American Farm Works. Definitely not one of those. Gallagher's definitely a lot more sophisticated of a unit. That's why you pay more for this stuff. Alright, get this board slapped back in here. I just realized I was missing the screws right there. There's supposed to be two screws that hold this board down, and they weren't there. We didn't take them out. We opened the case up, but we didn't take the screws out of there. So I'll see if I can find some screws that might work to hold it in place. Now let's get another screw here. That one too big or too long. Too small around. This one will probably work. All right. Let's plug the wires back on. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Brown one's down here. Now we'll get the wires plugged on this power cord. Alright, let's get this cord up out of the way. Put this cover back on. And then we'll flip it over. Let's plug this in and see if it goes to working. Alright. So far so good. A little over 8,000 volts out of it. Let's see, it kind of sparks this thing through. Nice healthy spark. Screws back in it where the screws went. Alright, well, this one's ready to go. You don't have to do too much to the Gallaghers. After you fix them and run them, they're good to go. I mean, this isn't that old of a unit, about 4 or 5 years old. And based on today's date. But Lightning got a hold of this. Lightning had to hit it. Thing probably still be running. These things, you know, you do pay more for the Gallaghers up front, but man, they're a lot better built quality-wise. I wish they would probably change that output section right there. Maybe separate that board so that way if it gets hit on the fence and ground, it doesn't, you have to replace a whole entire board. It's an expensive part. So if you could just do just that one little board there, you know, make it an output protection board or something like that, that would be a lot cheaper of a repair for a person versus a whole entire board assembly. Anyways, transformers are pretty reliable. I've only replaced one. That was from lightning hitting the fence and ground and really burning up that transformer. Capacitors, they don't go bad that often. They might, but it might be 10, 15 years from now. So they're pretty rare. But anyways, if you got a fence charger, a Gallagher M1500 or M1500 or any other model of theirs, welcome to send it here. We'll take a look at it for you. Give free quotes. And until next time, we'll see you guys later on and have a good day.